Hey guys, it's Eagle, and welcome back to another episode of Technological Journey. Obviously, as you can see, I've done a little bit of work, and in typical YouTube playthrough fashion, I did a lot of off-camera mining. So here we go. We got a lot of iron, some tin, and some copper. We even converted a lot of that iron into wrought iron. And I got some of this precious metal ingots, but I'm not sure what that is exactly, but I'm sure it'll be important for something down the line. But yeah, so I wanted to make sure I had the copper and tin that we were going to need to kind of get ourselves through the, at least hopefully through most of the Steam Age chapter. I know we're going to need more, but thankfully, if you check on the map here, I have made a couple, waypoints to some tin and some copper. So we should be all good to go there. Also, I'm smelting some glass right now that we're going to use for some building. We're going to hopefully get into that at some point today. Let's go ahead and just put this back in here with the blocks. Yeah, I got a lot of blocks now ready to go. So I started doing this tiered system here for the base. There's little stairs here that go down to a little farm area. I will probably do one more level below. I might end up moving the farms down here. But the plan is to just have a big, huge window that overlooks the water. Using all that glass, and we're also going to carve back some of this cave or some of this mountain, and that's going to be the back wall as well. Plan on getting rid of these trees here on the left as well, and we're going to extend this out one more just so it's not super boxy. It's more rectangular. I feel like that'll be pretty cool, and that should give us a good amount of space. It'll give us a lot of room to expand down the side here if we want to, and down into the shoreline if we need to as well. So I guess the first thing we're going to go ahead and start doing today is start making ourselves some bronze. So I think what we're going to need for that, I have some stone that I already made up. So let's get that stone. And then we're going to take our wrought iron. We're going to make ourselves a few mortar and pestles. We're going to see how that's going to go. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's try to do, how many durability do these have? They have a lot more durability in this pack than what I'm used to, which is very nice. Let's grab 3 of these and 1 of those. See how many this can do. Not a terrible job. Ooh, I don't know if it's going to make it through all of them. Can I not make tin dust out of this? And how is that? How is that not a thing? Let's read the quest book. You want to use a mortar to grind your tin ingots into dust. These break very fast, so either use flint as a cheap material or wrought iron. Do I need to put it above it? Is that just a... Oh, I have no idea why that didn't work. Okay, that was weird. I can't remember if I had it that way for the copper. I don't think I did, but whatever, we're not going to complain. We got to figure it out. This pack is using a different version of GregTech than I'm used to playing on, which I think I knew that at some point. If not, I was just like, I'm sure it'll be fine. So it does have some difference to what I'm used to in Nomi Factory. I do think the next pack I play, I know I'm just starting this pack, but the next pack I'll play in the future is probably not Nomi Factory. I already did a lot of that. Will be GregTech Modern. I feel like it's pretty cool, as it's progressing nicely. So let's go ahead and combine ourselves up some copper and tin. Make ourselves 4 stacks of bronze. That should be a pretty good start, pretty nice start. Now all we gotta do is smelt this down. Let's get some coal. Tell you what, these having iron furnaces in here is so nice. Like it's amazing to have. Okay. And after, hopefully, what is a very short amount of time, we should have a good amount of bronze. So that's going pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and put some of this back. Very nice. Making a good start here. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves our first bronze. And it's looking like the next progression line is going to be making ourselves our first boiler. And what are we going to need for that? Single block steam boilers will auto put think that's supposed to say auto output. Auto put steam. Is that a real word? Am I tripping? I don't think that's a real word. Well, auto put steam into adjacent machines. In addition, steam machines will not accept steam from the bottom. Okay, so I could put this next to something and don't need a pipe or anything. Don't worry about automating a water supply for this right now. It will be impressive to consume more than 16 buckets of water before you're able to make an endervoir. Just use this bucket. This isn't GTNH. Okay, so a little nod to GTNH there. All right, so let's get this done. It looks like we're also going to need a lot of bricks for this age. So I'm just going to go ahead and hop right on that as we are going here. We're going to let that cook, and I'm going to get myself a ton of bricks, hopefully. I don't remember seeing any any clay around here, so let's just go ahead and travel south down the coast here, and maybe we can find some up along the shore. Let's see. Looks like it's just all gravel. This is a really cool terrain, but if this is going to change the way I can get my clay, that might be a little bit more difficult. I think we might need to be looking for a river maybe instead of the ocean. That makes a little bit more sense, I think. I guess that'd be the realism part of this. We'll just keep our eyes out as we travel down here. Okay. These trees look sick. Still not seeing any. Okay, so let's travel inland a little bit. Maybe in some of these pools over here, we'll be able to find some. Let's see. Let's go over here. Some kind of vein. Some tin. Okay. Tell you what, I had a hard time finding tin when I was doing my mining, so it's pretty cool that this is here now. Okay, I can sit right. I feel like I may mark this and then come back to it because we're gonna need a lot of that. That's fine. For now, it's just to save it, just in case I want to come here, because I don't remember how much of the tin vein that I did find I mined, so we'll have to check that. Let's check the map real quick. Is there anywhere I can go for this potentially? Ooh, looks like if I go east, let's just keep traveling along the water, just in case we find something, and it'll fill out the map a little bit, make it look pretty cool. Be nice if I had a horse. I might need to try to get on that at some point. Okay, be on the lookout. Still dirt, still just dirt. Oh no, I hope when I find it, I find a lot of it. That's going to be important. Okay, so let's just go home and let's go up this river here. I didn't notice that was there. It looks like this is just going to be all ocean, so we're just going to head north now. Try that. Maybe we'll have better luck that way. Oh, splendid. Now it's raining. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's go this way now. There's got to be some in this. If there's not any in this, then I'm not exactly sure, but it seems like if they're going for realism, this river would be where I would find some. Aha, there we go. Yep, we've got some. Very nice. The shovel makes things very nice, but it is super, super fast. Come on. Oh. Like most things in this pack, I'm going to try to over-collect at the start here, so we'll see just how much we can get. Try to get close to an inventory full of it. Good start so far. Didn't even have to run all that way earlier. What are we doing, friend? All right. How much we got? 4, 5, 5 stacks. Well, that's just not gonna do. Let's keep traveling. All right. Any more? Yep, here's some. So the plan is for this this series is that I am going to do stuff off camera. Hopefully it's going to just be limited to the boring big mining trips to get mass amounts of resources. Hopefully I can just get that handled off camera, but there will be some mining on camera as you're seeing now. It's not the most exciting thing, but it's something I forgot to prepare for. So we'll just have to deal with that. Now let's not die. Okay. All right. Okay. I was a little bit too close. Oh, also, one of these zombies, just like this guy, I killed one that had diamond pants on, and now I have diamond pants I'm wearing. So there you go. We got those. That's nice. I didn't even know there was a thing. I don't think that's a vanilla feature. I gotta assume that that's a modded thing. Okay. Let's get the rest of these clay balls. Okay, I think one more vein or two. Oh my god, it's a party. Gentlemen, I want nothing to do with you. If you would please remove yourself from my vision, that would be great. I'm just gonna hang out here. They don't know what to do. They came in the water and then they're like, wait, actually, I don't want to be here. It's not that nice when you can't swim, like in the newer versions. What kind of armor you have on, friend? You gonna show me? Nope. What is that? What? What? Hello? Having a conversation. You know what? I think we'll call that good for now. So let's go ahead and head on home. Okay, let's sleep and get rid of this rain because I am tired of hearing it. All right. Okay, let's get some of this coal and collect that. No, don't even tell me. Can't make this into bricks. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, so I need unfired clay bricks first, which it looks like. Thank God I turned off mob griefing, but that was not fun. Why are there so many? Good thing this hammer does a lot of damage. This is why we need to get our base built, so I don't have to hear creepers coming up behind me while I'm trying to just craft. Okay, so I need to make a wood form. So let's go ahead and figure out how we're gonna do that. Let's go ahead and put away some of these non-essentials. Pour ourselves some wood. Okay, and we need a wood form. Oh, you can make clay balls. So I need a knife and an empty wooden form, and to make that I need to put a block in with a saw. Okay, so I don't have a knife, so let's... I think I can make one with flint, but let's start with getting ourselves our saw. Got a wrought iron saw out. Okay, empty wooden form. And now we need the knife, which we can make this one. Very nice. And we can make our brick wooden form. And we have a knife now. Very cool. Okay, so let's put this in here. We can also make it in 8s. Very nice. And I'm going to save the rest of these clay balls for now. A lot of times you use them in various different forms. So there we go. Collect our bronze. Oh, don't need all these. This should keep us set up for a good amount of time. All right, well, there we go. Now we've got that cooking, and we've also got 4 stacks of bronze. So hopefully that doesn't take too long to make. And let's go ahead and put some of this clay away. Very nice. Flint stone away. That away. Very cool. Put the brick form back as well. I think we're gonna need that for the immediate future. All right. These things are so quick. I can't wait to upgrade them again. I think we need gold to upgrade them again, which I haven't found any gold yet, but I do know with the precious metal that we have, you can smelt it again to get an iron nugget, but that would be a lot of smelting for just a little bit of that. So let's just hang out on that for now. Let's grab ourselves some cobblestone. We need to make ourselves a furnace. We're gonna need a hammer, and I believe we needed 5 bronze plates arranged like this. Furnace, 2 bricks, and there we go. We've got our small steam coal boiler. Now the question becomes, where do I want to set this up? And I think this is where I want to knock these trees down and do a little bit of base expansion out here, which is, I guess, to the south of the current situation, so we can put that on this platform over here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get chopping. We got ourselves a wrought iron axe, and I think we should just be able to chop this entire tree down. And we can, and wow, that was satisfying. It's so much quicker. So much quicker. We're gonna need to do all of this, aren't we? I don't want to knock down this one if I don't have to. Let's just hang on for a second. Let's just hang on. So we need 9 spaces. So let's go to 9 blocks. Eight and 9. Okay. So where does that put us in relation to this tree? I could just take out that branch because we're going to need 9 and then 10, 11. So these 2 blocks are going to go that way. Correct one. Oh, see, this auto switching thing, frustrating when I'm trying to count because it just automatically clicks to it. Who's making sounds? Who's spitting? What was that? I'm not even gonna ask any questions. You can exist there for all I care. All right, need some more cobblestone. We're gonna need some basalt bricks. Very nice. Okay. Let's get this rocking. Okay. And we will push this mountain back, like I said, at least a little bit, just to get a flat wall of some kind. But for now, looks like we can just make a little bit of a carving out. And this area over here is where I'm going to put these steam machines, hopefully. Okay, so then this will go here. Let's see. Okay, so this is kind of where the staircase is going to end up. It doesn't have to be perfect right now, but... Okay, so now we're gonna take these out. We can plant ourselves some basalt bricks. Well, I guess before we do that, we're gonna want to fill this in. And this is where we can use this building radial menu here, and we can build ourselves a wall very easily. Just expand it out. A lot of fun. I found that at the end of our Nomi Factory series, and I wish I would have used it a little bit more. So we're gonna hopefully use that a bit more in this series to help us build some bigger builds. So not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Now it looks like we have a pretty nice area over here to get started with our steam stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and put our steam down. Let's do, we're gonna need some room for pipes. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a space there. Looks like we need to put coal in, water in, and that should just create steam. So let's just make a couple trips and fill this thing up with some water. I probably should make a couple other buckets as well. That was what that sound. Oh, it's a llama. Why is he, where's he at? Oh no. Okay. Okay, cool. So they said just fill it up with 16 buckets. I'm not going to do all 16 right now. I'm just going to do 2 or 3 and get ourselves creating some new steam power. I think I'm hoping at least I can use that lignite coal, because for right now I don't know what to use it for. So I think it's just slightly worse than regular coal, so we may as well just use it. Let's did 1 or 2 more. All right. I like the way this is shaping up so far. I just need to figure out how I'm going to close this bottom part off. I might just do the same thing with the basalt brick wall. Everything will reveal itself as we need more space for things. All right, very cool. So let's, I guess we can use this coal for now. So we can let that cook up. And I think the next thing we are going to want to make is a steam compressor. We'll need to compress wood pulp into planks, resin into rubber, as well as fire clay into fire bricks. So this is going to be a very, very, very important machine here. So it looks like we're going to need some pistons, some motors, a hole, and some pipes. Okay, so this looks like it's a little bit more complicated. Let's figure this bad boy out. We should have most of the things we need. Let's clear our inventory out slightly. Put all this stuff back. Put that back. Put a lot of this stuff away. We're going to trash that malachite dust. There's no need for it. Okay. And now we got to get to crafting. It's crafting time. So let's start with the pipes, because those are pretty easy to make. Oh, they come in sets of 4. Very cool. So we just need a wrench. We need to pull out our wrench from our backpack. And we are going to make 2 sets of these. Let's do, okay, so we need, how many different plates do we need? 6 to 4, so we need 12. At least for now. I know I'm going to be doing that recipe again, but just for the sake of me knowing what I'm doing, let's make ourselves that. Okay, so we got 12 of those, or 8 of them. So that's enough to make 1. And then we need a hole, which is just more plates. It's 8 of them. Just go ahead and make all these. This in here. Cool. And I think we're gonna need some iron for these recipes too, if I don't if I'm not misremembering that. So let's go ahead and grab some of that, and wrought iron. I'm not 100% sure what we need, but gotta start off with the steam motor. So we need iron rods, bronze plates, iron ingots, and sticks. Okay, we don't have any sticks on us. All right. So let's work on that. I think in between episodes, I'm 100% going to start batch crafting all of this stuff. So I'm just going to make myself a lot of it. I don't know about for the steam age, but definitely for the later things. Okay, cool. So motor. There we go. We got ourselves a steam motor. I need to build myself a wall immediately. That genuinely scared me. It genuinely scared me. I did not like that. I did not like that at all. These mobs are brutal. They always find their way up here. And I feel like I have everything lit up. Like, he had to have taken a decent path around to come get to me. Well, now I'm scared, so that's good. All right, let's get the piston. Looks like we need another motor for that, so we're gonna have to make another one. Not too bad. We just need 2 more iron rods, and we can make ourselves just another one. Cool. And then for the piston, we still have everything we need there. We need some small iron gears, which needs more plates, more rods. Not a huge deal. Let's make ourselves 4 more of these plates. Let's make a few more of these rods. Too bad. There's a zombie burning alive, and it's not the best sound I've ever heard. Okay. I need to get my fire cutter. And then, hopefully, at this point, we can craft... I don't like how it doesn't automatically put the most amount in there that I can make. That's kind of frustrating. But anyway, let's make ourselves our piston. And then, with our piston and our motor, we can then craft the steam compressor. So I think now we can just put this next to this boiler. And it should... Okay, it doesn't look like it's quite hot enough yet. So let's try with our wrench. I think we want to auto output. Okay. Oh, I'm just turning it. Just simply rotating. Okay. I don't know. I'm just rotating the machine. Okay. Unless it already put the steam in here, which it did. There we go. Okay, so I can see the steam going up in there. Very cool. We got ourselves our steam boiler, and we've also got the motor, also got the piston, and the macerator, which is going to help us process our ores even further. Do I want to go down that road? I guess I can start with making some wood planks. We're going to need that. So wood pulp. Looks like we're going to have to macerate that. Okay. We just got to macerate, I guess, any wood item. This doesn't seem like the recipe they'd want you to use. Let's see. Trust me, it's harder than just putting a wood log in a crafting table, I promise. Well, you've made that very, very clear. Wood pulp. Centrifuge, lathe, cutting saw, packer, large centrifuge. So it looks like we need the steam macerator first, and then from there we can put in logs and we'll get wood pulp out. So we do have to make the macerator first before we can make the wood plank. Let's go ahead and see what we need. Looks like we need even more bronze pipes, even more steam pistons, even more steam motors. Okay, so we should have everything we need for that. So let's go ahead and get that rocking. Okay, let's make ourselves some more plates. It'll be nice if we don't have to craft that recipe like that anymore. Okay, very nice. And the hole. We're gonna need a lot more. Need a lot more of these things. Just go ahead and make them all. We're gonna need 4 of these pistons. And we're gonna need more of these. We do not have enough. I need more iron equipment. Not doing too bad. That's one thing that's I've gotten more used to is crafting with these tools. Like, a lot of the recipes are the same in terms of like how to make plates, how to make rods. A lot of that stuff is still the same, so it's not too bad. I'm starting to get a little bit more used to it. We need another stick, and we're gonna need 2 more of these gears as well, which we now have, and we can make ourselves some sticks. And whoa, we need 1 more plate. Good thing about this is I'm not really worried about the material cost because I do have a lot of materials, I feel like, for this stage. So I'm just worried about actually crafting it. But there you go. We've got ourselves our steam macerator. We can put that next to this, I believe. And that's going to collect some. This one's full. Very nice. Cool. Okay, so then from here, we can go ahead and put ourselves some logs in it. And very slowly but surely, over the course of 7.5 seconds, we should get ourselves our first wood pulp. Very nice. So here we go. We got our wood pulp. And then from there, put that in the steam compressor. And over the course of 20 seconds, we're going to get ourselves some wooden planks. Cool. So that's not too bad. Let's see what we got here. So steam grinder, this is for the multi-block macerator, which we 100% will make at some point. I will have to do more mining for that, I believe. I literally just found the copper and tin veins and mined out an area, like just a small area, and got, you know, a few stacks. So I didn't even really go that deep into collecting everything that I can. So let's take a break on that and kind of go down this side now. Time in a bottle, 100%. I'm going to mark that so I know I'm going to want to make more of that. Okay, get rid of these. Clocks, lapis, diamonds, and gold. Okay, so we're not ready for that yet, but I need to make that as soon as I can. What else can we make? String. You'll need just some string to wrap your cables. If you like farming, use flax. Okay. So they want us to make some flax, which I think I knew that already because I already started making a flax farm. So this will just help us progress that even further. Very nice. We can wrap these lower level cables up in string. So hopefully we have enough of that to at least get started here. Let's see. Okay, bricks are there, a lot of them. Not a big deal. Okay, cool. Let's head back over to the crafting area. So what are we gonna need here? We need to make some tin wire, which just takes tin plates and a wire cutter. All right, well, let's get some tin plates. Boom, tin plates and the wire cutter. There you go. We got 1x tin cable. Solved. Cool. Now 1x lead cable. Oh, we don't have any lead yet. I believe that's just a necessary ingredient, yeah, to make these machine holes. Not too bad. This is what we're going to use to make the ULV machines, which I don't think there's... I guess the coke oven is the only one that counts as that, because you need the output hatches. Okay, interesting. So that's different than what I'm used to, but let's go ahead and collect ourselves our wood planks, and let's make sure we're transferring that over. Very nice. Got ourselves a wood plank and the coated circuit board. It's amazing how a bunch of wood covered with sap functions as the circuit board. Okay, put some wires on it. So it looks like we just need to make this recipe for sure is the way to go. So planks and sticky resin. Now is a good time to go ahead and get started on a rubber tree farm, because that is obviously going to be very, very, very necessary. And hopefully at some point we will be able to automate that, and then it shouldn't be a problem. Using realistic terrain generation, the mod I'm using to get the interesting landscapes, there's an option in the mod to grow these special trees, so the big tall trees that you've been seeing from the saplings. I ended up turning that off because every time they would grow, they would destroy the ground, and it was getting really annoying filling that in. So I turned that option off. If we ever want to grow some of those trees, I can turn it back on, obviously, but for right now, it was just a little bit too annoying, so I turned that off. But all right, we need to make ourselves another axe, which isn't a big deal. Just takes a little bit of wrought iron, so let's do that. We're gonna need that for sure. Okay, so we need the axe head. How does the recipe go? Hammer, file. Okay, cool. Hammer and file. Cool. Hammer, file. There we go. Got our axe head. Now with the axe head, we just have to combine it with a stick, and we get a wrought iron axe. Very nice. Let's go ahead and designate this spot up here for anything plate related, any of the micro crafting ingredients, anything that's not an ingot. We can put all that in there. Put that back. Let's put these ingots back for the time being, just so I can kind of reorganize my brain a little bit. Got a lot of tools in here, wood back, sticks back, torches. Okay, cool. Just a lot of our tools in our inventory now from our backpack, which is not a big deal. So let's go ahead and chop the rest of that tree down, and we can convert this farm over here into a rubber tree farm. And I guess I'll probably go on a little bit of an adventure, chopping down some of the ones I see out in the world. So, whew, that is awesome. How quickly that does that. I guess I could just... Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to knock this area down a level so it's in line a little bit more with this. And this will be our rubber farm. He's having a dance party. All right, and that should do. That should do just perfectly fine here. All right, let's hurry up and get this place down so we're not getting destroyed by any monsters. And then in the morning, we can go get ourselves some more rubber, make ourselves some coated circuit boards. Made a lot of saplings. Alrighty, let's see. I do like that I see the moon, or what I think is the moon, right there every time, so that's pretty cool. Okay, let's put these back, put the saplings in here, put the wood back in there, the apples. All right, and I guess all there's left to do is go get ourselves some extra rubber. There should be a lot of rubber trees around. I see a few. It's usually something I get started pretty early, just so we have a lot of it, because you go through it super fast, because we're gonna need it later on for glue and raw rubber pulp and just various amounts of different things that this rubber tree can be used for. So we're gonna need to make sure that we have a good stockpile of that, which we can start right now. All right. They're not stingy with the rubber whenever you do cut the tree down, which is nice. That is nice. It could be way worse. Okay. Where's the next victim? There's one down there, or should I go this way? Probably just go this way. Looks like there's more trees this way. So many animals up here in these mountains. I kind of like the terrain though. It's interesting. It's very diverse. Like there's a lot of different block types and animals and things like that. Okay, I don't see any more. I remember there being so many more. Maybe I'm in the wrong biome. That's the good thing that we got ahead of this now, so we can get started. Oh yeah, they're all down there. Well, I'm not going to worry about that for right now. This should be plenty, and we can replant these saplings and hopefully be good to go for the rest of the time. But go ahead and get these planted. Cool. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and readjust this stuff over here. That should be done. This is not quite done, so it is much slower, so I guess that makes sense. Let's grab all our wood planks. Alrighty. We're gonna make ourselves our first coated circuit boards. Cool. Very nice. Put the rubber in there with that as well. Put the coated circuit board in there as well. And I think the last step for this is just gonna be surrounding it with, yes, copper wire, which is fine, but I feel like we should probably wait until we get some way of better making copper wire. It doesn't look like there is one until you get to LV. Yeah, so, and I just have to bite the bullet for the first few, which isn't the worst thing in the world. So let's see. What are our options here? What's this freedom wrench? The freedom wrench is very useful for building and debugging multi-blocks. It can be used to rotate controllers to build multi-blocks in unconventional orientations. Okay, so we can preview them, we can debug them, we can change their modes. Interesting. So that might be a cool thing to work on at some point. So what are our options here? Rubber, your first insulator. This is important for making cables, though you will unlock better ways of making it in LV. So let's look at the rubber sheet. Awesome. We can just put that in the compressor, and then we can use that rubber we're gonna need that so much. How do we put the rubber on the actual cable though? I don't know, it doesn't tell me, but whatever. Maybe you can't. Let's see. So you need both rubber and string. Okay, so that's even more so important that we get a good amount of rubber. I'm gonna have to farm some of that up later on. Is there any way that we can get rubber? Yeah, we can. So we can centrifuge this in, I guess, LV, and we can get methane, and we can get a bunch of different stuff here. Actually, you may not get this until you get HV, but either way, we know we can get methane and sticky resin from rubber wood eventually. So not too bad. All right, guys, let's figure out what the next step is. I think it's going to be getting into the primitive blast furnace, at least starting to collect the materials for that so that we can make ourselves our first steel, and then we can start moving into the high pressure stuff. I guess this forge hammer is how we're going to be making plates, I believe. 3-to-2 ratio, you'll get access to 1-to-1 in LV with the bending machine. Okay, so it's a precursor to the bending machine that we're used to. So let's go ahead and check out this fire clay, what we're going to need. You will need 132 compressed fire clay, 32 of which you'll get as a reward. Get master rating, so we need to make 100 of them. Okay, so we make 100 of these compressed fire clay, which we need fire clay dust, which is just clay dust and brick dust. So this is why I kept a lot of the clay, because we need to make that by just putting it in with a mortar. Cool. So not too bad. I don't know exactly how we should have enough. Let's just go ahead and make this into dust first. We should get 4 stacks of clay dust. There should be a good amount. Yeah, that's way more than we need, but we're gonna do it anyway because we might want to make 2 of them. So let's see here. So we need we're gonna need more mortars. Okay, let's start with make sure we have the things we need for that. We have wrought iron. Let's get our stone, and let's just go ahead and make ourselves 2 more of these. Okay, cool. There we go. Now we've got a little bit of a backlog here. Can I combine these? Nope. Whatever. Don't need it. Okay, so we got that. And then what do we need now? We need brick dust. I should have saved that recipe. Okay, we need there. So we do get 2. That's even better. So I should get 8 stacks of this, theoretically. Brick dust, I pulverize brick blocks, and it takes 6 seconds to do a block. So we're going to do that for sure. So we can take a lot of this brick that we've already got. Just very nicely, hopefully. Get out of here. Very nicely craft these into blocks. Cool. So we need 1 stack at least, and we're gonna save the rest because we don't want to overdo it. There we go. When we put this in our macerator, so let's get this out of here. Get that rocking. Okay, so that's gonna take some time. We've got a good amount of wood pulp. I think we got plenty. So got a lot of wood planks and stuff rocking. Cool, cool, cool. All right, what is the next step while we're waiting for that? I assume, do we even need to make it into, I think we just compress it and it'll make it into a fire clay brick. And I guess from then you can start making, yeah, so we're gonna need to make 32 times 4. Okay, so 2 stacks per, we should have enough theoretically to make 2 of these. With wall sharing, easily we should have enough to make 2 primitive blast furnaces, which is gonna be very nice because then we can just have that rocking, getting ourselves a good stockpile of steel to get us even more prepared for the LV age. So very cool. This isn't too bad. Grab that. We'll probably just get rid of this and let that go for now. Clay, fire clay. Get this going. Cool. I don't know. I don't think it takes 20 seconds. I don't know if it said. Hopefully it's a lot quicker than 20 seconds because that is slow. Okay, so Oh no, it's much faster. It's 5 seconds. Well, that's nice. That's nice to know. Let's go ahead and put our wood pulp back in. And let's kind of take a second to figure out what we're going to need here. And put some of this wood back. Take a second to plan out our attack. Okay, so we need to, one, start getting more rubber. Start getting all of the compressed fire clay. Very nice. Making more bronze for the steam grinder. And we can start, once we get the compressed fire clay, working our way down here into the primitive alloy smelter, and then we can start making some red alloy, and that's going to put us even closer still to making our first primitive processors. But I think what we need to do now is we can start moving down this way and start making the coke oven. But to do that, we're going to need lead. So I think that should be our next adventure while we wait for this stuff to go, is start making some lead. So let's go ahead and get this out of here once it's done. Cool. That's doing a good job. This is going to be a very manual process for the time being, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. We should just slowly but surely get that ready to go. Okay, so got that fire clay going. Not too bad. More dust ready to be compressed. More dust being made. Very nice. Okay, cool. Anyway, that should be good. Let's take a sleep. Put this stuff back in our backpack. And in theory, we should be ready to go on ahead and get ourselves some lead. I don't remember seeing any when I was out before, so it might take a second for me to find some. So let's check it out. All right, cool. So let's check this out. I think what the plan is, I'm going to get ourselves some lead. Just a small amount, just to get started, and I'll do some mining off camera and get the rest of it. And then I think what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to start expanding this base out a little bit, and maybe start building up the wall, building the lower floors, and we can hopefully get that built out pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and just start with getting ourselves some lead. Let's see. Travel north first. We're looking for, I believe, galena. Let's see. The toe. Anywhere where we can find it? No, it doesn't. Okay. We're not going to collect that yet. Let's just keep going. But I know lead will come in lead veins, which is galena as well. I don't know what other ores have galena in, or have lead inside of them. Off the top of my head, I'd have to see the list of them for me to see. So let's just keep traveling and see. These prospectors are so nice. They are so nice. Okay. Nope. Gotta keep going. We're gonna need zinc at some point too, so I need to make a mark for that. It's one thing I've seen with GTNH that I really do like, the visual prospecting. So you can, rather than having to make these waypoints like I've been making, you can just see on the map where they are. So that's very nice. I wish a lot more other packs had that. It's super cool. All right, Cassiterite, coal, cobalite, copper, diamond. Okay. I might need to mark that. Nickel, pentantalite, poor nickel, precious metal. Okay. Diamond would be cool. Mostly because I'm thinking of that time in a bottle, but get a lot more we need before we get to that point. More surface magnetite's always nice. Galena. Oh. It's a chunk southwest of us. So, right here. I'm on the edge of a chunk. So it's in here. and here, right? Let's see. This will work. Okay, so we're just gonna drop ourselves straight down. This is how I've been doing it. I know it's not the safest way, but if anything happens, I will go cheat mode and slash home. So we just dig straight down until we find it. And there we go. We've got ourselves our first lead. Not too bad if I say so myself. But then we just have a big hole. So then what we do is once I get to this point, I'll dig in one direction until I see nothing. And then that's what I'll do. I'll hit B and I'll make myself some lead. We'll make it purple-ish so it's similar. Okay, there we go. We've got our lead. And I just kind of start from the top, mining out the dimensions of the vein. Not too bad. So we're just going to get a quick session here in. And that should be all we're going to need for at least the time being. I don't know how many of those ULV holes we're going to need. So not too worried about that. What do we got? Oh, that's a good amount actually. Cool. All right. To be honest, I might call that good. Let's see how we're doing. Get rid of this cobblestone. Keep that stuff. Lead, silver, lead. So 25. Yeah, we've got over a stack. So that's probably fine, but just for good measure, we'll mine a little bit more. I know we can never have enough of almost all of these materials, so that's why I spent a lot of time down in here. Oh, what are these? Fuller's Earth and kaolinite. Kaolinite. I don't know. I don't know what a lot of these ores are anymore. What was Fuller's Earth? Is it manganese? Magnesium? Something like that. I can't remember. I believe that one was in Nomi Factory, but that's cool. So there's two veins next to each other. So that'll save me some time having to find it at some point. I don't know how useful it is, but it's here. If we need it, it's here. Should have all copper left. All right, and I think we're just gonna call that good. Just nice and quick and simple. And then we're gonna dump in. Let's clear out our inventory so we can more easily see what we have. Okay. Put our building blocks back in, and we have some silver. But let's make sure we get the lead and the galena in first. The pour in there. And we'll put that in there, that in there. And then, now that we have this stuff in the filter, we can just start putting all this back in. And we'll slowly get all of it in this chest. This has kind of been I have a low amount of these variations, so I just put them in here and just let them automatically go. And no big deal. Oh, it gives me galena dust. Why would I want that? Okay, so maybe it doesn't just turn into lead until you electrolyze it. Interesting. I don't know. Interesting. I don't know why you'd need that or why that's important, but regardless, we are still getting lead. So not too bad. Let's get more rubber while we're here and replant these trees. Very nice. Okay. And you guys should be seeing this video released the day after the first one released. And that's kind of going to be a bit of my goal with this series is I'm going to do my best to get these out as often as possible. You shouldn't get 2 per day unless something crazy happens where I get one out in the morning and then I play that evening. But I'm going to try to get them out as often as possible because I'm just going to try something else, see how that kind of stuff performs on the channel. As of the time that I am recording this, the first video is doing extremely well, which is very nice. Seems like everyone's really enjoying it. A lot of people are understandably a bit confused as to why I chose to do Technological Journey, which realistically, I talked about it for a little bit in that series. It was just I was inspired by another YouTuber that I've watched. So, and it's a pack that I've wanted to play. Like whether or not we get all the way through it or not is slightly irrelevant to me because it is a video game and I'm just playing it to have fun. And yeah, like it's Greg Tech. It's a process. Like everyone starts somewhere, and I play the game a little bit differently than most Greg Tech players probably play. So you're just gonna get a little bit difference of a playthrough. But if you're enjoying it, then I appreciate it, and take the time here to go ahead and hit the like button and let me know even further that you're enjoying it. But I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot lower stress for me. I can just kind of hop on and play for whatever time I have that day, and I can push that episode out to you guys, hopefully as quickly as I can. But yeah, so let's see what we got going on now. So we got some lead. I guess, have I started making any rubber sheets yet? Doesn't look like I have. Let's just go ahead and intervene here and get ourselves a couple just so we can complete that quest. Fire, brick, dust is good. It's not too bad. These machines aren't nearly as slow as I thought they would be, so that's a good start. All right, clay dust and the brick dust. And there's 2 more stacks of fire clay. Very nice. We've gotten a good stockpile of that. We're going to have to let that thing run. I may end up setting up some hoppers and getting that thing going. I don't know how well it'll react to having hoppers attached to it, but we will we'll find out. If I blow up, you'll see it, but hopefully that does not happen. All right. So now we got to make ourselves some what do we got to do? We make ourselves some lead sheets, and then we can wire cut them into wires, and then from that point we can put the string and the rubber on them. Where's my backpack? Oh, string and rubber on them, and then we can make ourselves some coated wire, which I don't know how good lead is for a cable, so we'll have to check that out. But let's go ahead and make ourselves some plates, make ourselves some wires, and then from this point we just got to take string, rubber sheets, and there we go. So it looks like it is an LV tier cable. It can carry 2 amps, and it has a 2, I assume that's voltage drop per block. So that's not great, but I think it's just used in crafting, so I'm not too concerned about that for the time being. Pretty much just doing that for crafting. So very cool. So that's something else we can add into our crafting repertoire. Very nice. I don't think I'll get into that this episode. I want to finish the episode off with doing a little bit of base building. I feel like I have done a lot of sitting in these chests and crafting today. But we did get a little bit of these machines done, which is nice. So that's very, very cool. So it looks like we are running out of steam here. Oh, it uses a lot of steam. How much does it take to make? Oh no, I have no idea. Item crafting, that's kind of cool though. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and get started on doing some building. We're gonna have to grab ourselves some cobblestone and more of those bricks, and then I think what I'm gonna do is, I just know we're gonna need more glass than we have, so I'm gonna go ahead and make ourselves 6 more stacks of that. Hopefully that should be enough, because I do want to do a massive window, like I said. So yeah, let that go. Let that go. Can't wait to upgrade these furnaces. It is so nice. Even these are super fast, and it's very much appreciated. Very cool. All right, not bad, not bad, not bad. And we can clean up our inventory, put the lead away, put the galena dust away, put the rubber sheets in here, put away some of this stuff. Very cool. Don't need that. Let's grab ourselves some cobblestone, some basalt bricks, some glass, and we can get crazier as we go. But cobblestone should work fine for now, but let's go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling. There's where that llama was. He was stuck in the tree. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so my plan is I'm still going to have this layer here be for farms. I'm just going to keep the middle one farms, so not a big deal. I guess I am going to have to cut this tree down. All right, llama, you better keep your head on a swivel here, because you're about to be falling to the earth. You ready? All right, here we go. Oh, he survived. He survived. What a genius. He had it planned out perfectly. He knew better than I did. Alrighty. Let's get back up here. And continue. I can't believe you survived. All right, cool. Just gotta build this thing out all the way. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, man. It would be nice to have creative flight, and then I wouldn't have to worry about this quite as much. Okay. And we'll just have this side with the stairs be 4 across all the way down. You quit hawking loogies down there, dude? Disgusting. Disgusting. All right. Okay, dig this out all the way. I just love falling to my death, apparently. Now we gotta figure out what the next level is gonna look like. Why are you mad at me? Why are you mad? It's daytime. Why are you being like this? Okay, so he has his staircase. 1 out, 3 high. Okay, so 1 out, 3 high. So it starts here. All right, and that is the bottom floor that I think we're going to do. Cool. So this does 1, 2. Let's see. Okay. How do I want to do this? So 3, and then this 4th one is the floor. So this is the floor. All right. I don't know exactly how I want to do this, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Our initial mining tunnel. Oh, good. I was like, what in the world? Okay. So it's 9. So it's 2, 9, 13. So it's 13 deep. 1, 2, 3. Wait, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so this is the last platform, as deep as it goes, at least on this side. Unless I want to take it over the water, which I may do. Let's just keep going ahead and building this out this way. And then I can switch to the different mode and build easier. Okay, cool. This turned out a little bit nicer than I thought it would. I may end up changing the cobblestone blocks into something else. I am way overshooting where I was supposed to go. It's good there. Boom. Let's connect this back up to the regular base. Go here, here. All right, let's get to a floor. Boom. Oh, this is so sick. I'm gonna need more cobblestone, aren't I? I sure am. Wow, this is really cool. I'm gonna die of fall damage if I'm not paying attention. My health's not regenning. I'm just thinking I'm fine. This thing still stopped? No, it went. Okay. I was like, why is that thing not going? Good thing I stockpiled a good amount of cobble. Very cool. Very cool. Still want the floor. Bring it out to here. Oh, this is just such a nice quality of life thing. And there's so many different variations of stuff you can do as well. Different shapes, whichever one to utilize, but just the wall and the floor section alone is super, super cool. You can even have it automatically build walls with windows already in it. You can, I mean, there's a lot you can do. All right, and that is done. Let's go ahead and continue to build this, and we can use the basalt bricks. This should be easier, just normal. We're gonna need to work on filling in the sides as well. I haven't even thought about that part yet. Okay, anyway, let's just use this. Need to make a wall. Now, here's the thing I was a little bit concerned about. I do like the 2 wide walkway because we have it on the back here. And if I take out the wall here, it will only be 1. At least it'll be 2 still, but it'll be 1 cobblestone. So, I don't know. Do I want to do that this way? I mean, I guess I could build more staircases on either side. I don't want to do this. Let me just... I'm just going to stick with what I have. I'm going to destroy this and then fill it in with the basalt bricks because I'm sure I'm going to end up changing it from cobblestone anyway. I think it was just a big contrast in block type, so I was a little bit like, I don't know. I'm being poisoned. What is happening? I have slowness. What is happening? Okay. The witch, I'm not ready to deal with you right now. Okay, I'm busy building. I'm gonna light all that up, and you guys will never have a place to hang out under my base again. Very, very nice. All right, well, this is pretty cool so far. It should be the same size here as here, and then that side, obviously, we're gonna push back to equal the same as this. Now the question becomes, how do I want to build this off? I may just make some like supports, and then that whole big area up there will be a window of some kind. And I'll have to do some experimenting with how I want the walls and everything to look. And I may have to do some off-camera building, and I can kind of walk you guys through what I did when I come back. But let's go ahead and see where we stand here. Running a little bit low on time here, so probably gonna have to close it off here in a bit. Let's get rid of that. Okay. I think we made good progress today. Let's get some more fire clay compressing as we go. This will be something that will be done before we start the next episode, and then we can go ahead and get started on building all of that fire clay brick for the primitive blast furnace that we're gonna need. And once we mine all this stuff out, we should have more room to put stuff there. So I think this is looking pretty cool so far. Let's go ahead and check the quest book for one last time here. Kind of see what we're rocking with. Got some more of that fire clay. And we made decent progress today. Worked our way a good amount through this quest book. I would imagine we'll get pretty closely through most of this stuff in the next one for sure. I know, maybe getting a little bit too lofty, but it's all going to be determined on how much of this primitive blast furnace I can get running. I feel like we're going to need some steam and be able to do some mining. I'm super excited, so very cool. I didn't get a chance to finish this null, like I said in the last episode. It just takes too much materials right now that I just don't really feel like going to get. But let's rock a sleep here, and I think that's where we're going to call it for today. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me again today. Hopefully I should have this one out relatively soon, and we can get started on the next episode. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this as often as possible, upload as often as possible for this series, and we'll just kind of see what it turns into. But if you liked it, please hit the like button. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the series, and just kind of overall just motivates me to continue grinding and making these videos for you guys. Yeah, and if you're first time watching a video of mine, go ahead and hit subscribe and just hang out with us. We're having a good time here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But I got nothing else for you. It's been Eagle. Peace.